What is Remembrance Day? Remembrance Day is a day where we take some time out of our busy lives to reflect on those who went before us and paid the ultimate sacrifice. My name is Major Rick Cameron. I'm the Deputy Military Advisor here at Canada's Permanent Mission to the United Nations in New York. Remembrance Day is a day of reflection. It was originally introduced just after the First World War. At that time it was called Armistice Day, in commemoration of the armistice on the 11th of November, 1918. Armistice Day signified the end of the First World War, and it was to take effect the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, which is why we celebrate it or commemorate it on 11th of November every year. And at 11 o'clock, it is signified by 2 minutes of silence, right as the clock strikes 11. The devastation on the Western Front was basically total annihilation by artillery fire. It decimated everything. Houses, trees, everything was gone. But shortly after the bombardments ceased, the poppy was the first symbol of growth, of rebirth. And it was very prevalent because the soil conditions in Flanders were such that the poppy flourished. So there would be vast fields of nothing but red poppies. The poppy was originally introduced by a poem that was written by a Canadian medic during the First World War by the name of Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae. After a significant battle in Flanders, he penned the poem In Flanders Fields.
We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
The significance of the poppy was highlighted during that poem, and ever since it has been adopted as the flower of remembrance. In the US, you have Veterans Day, which is also commemorated on the 11th of November. You also have Memorial Day. So in the Commonwealth countries, those are kind of all combined into Remembrance Day. It's very highly regarded in the Canadian psyche. Personally, I see Remembrance Day as a period of reflection. I reflect on friends and colleagues who were lost in the Afghanistan war. I also reflect on previous generations of soldiers who went before me to help forge a path for my career. I think Remembrance Day is very important to commemorate and to continue commemorating in the future. The intent behind Remembrance Day is not to glorify war. It's to reflect upon those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. And each year, Canada and other Commonwealth countries use this time of remembrance. And the theme for Remembrance Day is Lest We Forget. We need to remember what happened in the past so we don't revert to those ways in the future.